Welcome to the episode 11 Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valero. On today's episode, I'm going to be recapping episode 1 of the brand new Fox reality TV show, The Snake. Snake is a social survival of the fittest where contestants face with a multitude of challenges while leveraging their unique skills, relying on their powers of persuasion. The winner of each challenge becomes the snake, earning control over an explosive chain reaction elimination. In the end, only one contestant will get within striking distance of the $100,000 grand prize. The competition kicks off with an action-packed entrance by 15 master manipulators who have been dropped into the uncharted territory. A volunteer is selected at the start of the game, unaware of the twists and turns that come next after a thrilling inaugural challenge is completed amongst a group of persuasive personalities. The snake is chosen, and the fate of the fellow competitors lies within the hands of the all-know Who Can You Trust? The Snake series premiere was Tuesday, June 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. It will air weekly Tuesdays on Fox and then be available to stream on Hulu the following day. I'll be honest with you guys, we had a cast of interesting characters to kick off The Snake. Starting off with, we have, you know what? Let me put this on the screen for you guys. I believe I have it here. Let's put them on the big screen for everybody to see who we have on the show. Presented, share screen, window. Here we go. Boom. We have quite an interesting cast of characters here. I mean, this is one of the craziest list of people I think possible that you can have on a show. And let's talk a little bit about it, right? Let's talk a little bit about it. All right. So first up, we have the pastor, obviously Jacob from California, the OnlyFans creator Alyssa from Miami, Florida. We've got the ex-con in Brian from Texas, the lawyer who is Amanda from Richmond, Virginia, the detective Derek North from Illinois, the poker player Devontae from Los Angeles, California, the nonprofit director from Austin, Texas, Jack. We have the Indianapolis coach cheerleader McLean from Indiana. We have the bounty hunter in Mina from Oklahoma. We have the HR director in Jordan. We have the cowboy, the bull rider, Cody Brewer from Cookeville, Tennessee. We have the police officer, Kaylee from Hollywood, Florida. The boxer, Brent from Tampa, Florida. We have the tech manager from New York, Catherine, and the makeup artist, Frank, from Charlotte, North Carolina. Folks, let's go ahead and dive right into this episode, right? So let's set the stage for everybody. Everyone starts off in crates. Then we find out the crates unveil. We start to meet these people. Jim Jeffries as our host, who I think does a fantastic job in this first episode. There's going to be a saving ceremony each week. The winner of the weeks becomes a snake. The snake picks the person to save. And it follows until there's 2 people left, and the person that is the snake gets to eliminate the final person. So there's 2 people remaining. The snake gets to pick out of one of those 2 to see who's going to be eliminated. Jim offers somebody to step up to be the first leader. And we had our first leader, Mena. I'm going to get it right one of these weeks, probably. The bounty hunter says she picks who she thinks the 6 people are the strongest of the bunch. So Jim gives her the task of saying, look, I want you to look at these 14 other people, and I want you to pick me who you think are the strongest competitors. So she picked Amanda, the lawyer, Kaylee, the police officer, Cody, the bull rider, Jacob, the pastor, McLean, the cheerleader, and Derek, the detective. The remaining 9, however, so these 6 are shipped off. Y'all go enjoy dinner, enjoy a meal or something. And then on top, so while they're enjoying a meal, the 9 remaining are competing. What Mena didn't know was that they were competing for who will be the snake first. And this, to me, this show early on reminded me a little bit of The Trust. It had a little bit of $1 Million Secret wrapped up in it, had a little bit of The Traitors, had a little bit of not The Traitors, The Mole wrapped up in this. So each player had a box in front of them. Only one of them has a medallion in them. The rest of them have a snake. Their goal is to convince everybody else that they have a snake in there. And of course, the person that ends up with the medallion is going to have to be the first snake. So after some back and forth banter that we're not going to break down here, we're not going to go all day with that. But we find out that our first snake is in fact Catherine. Catherine was our first victor of the season, being awarded the first snake. Jake here with a hilarious, and I mean hilarious moment here where he was like, I thought I had the medallion the entire time. And you see him reaching inside his box and he, like the snake was there, never touched the snake, but thought for some reason he had the medallion. We got everybody mixing and mingling. Cody called our cop Kaylee a horny fuck, which I thought was hysterical. Devontae, Brett, and Jack have kind of formed an alliance. Everybody really wasn't happy with the idea that they got picked and didn't get to compete in the first battle of being the snake. Catherine, who I absolutely adored in this first episode. She's lying to everyone. She's telling people that she's got cop for family. She doesn't have cop for family. She has a list of strategies, and each time she talks about something, we see her list off those strategies. And I'll be honest with you guys, this was awesome. I mean, I ate this moment up. I think that I love a good strategy person. I hope people don't try to be like, oh, she's so evil. You know, she's so evil. Look at this. No, that's the point of this game, y'all. It's called The Snake for a reason, right? All right. Derek is mucking it up with Jacob and Amanda, kind of forming their own alliance here, which again, that's the point of this, right? You know what I mean? These people might be quote unquote these awful, terrible human beings, but at the same time, you need them to have, you need to have some people on her side. Kaylee's trying to come in hot with Brett, who said he doesn't have any interest, but is going to use her anyway. She thinks they have chemistry, but he's not having it. He's like kind of using her in a way that she thought that he would use her. She was a little bit overbearing, right? However, I saw what she was trying to do and I can appreciate what she was trying to do. She's a little loud, but it is what it is. All right, now it's time for our saving ceremony. This one, I'll be honest, some of these picks really shocked me, right? So Catherine is playing it up. She decided she was going to play it up and basically say, oh my God, I can't believe I have to be the first person to be the snake and eliminate somebody. I'm so sad. And Oscar, give her an Oscar, give her an Emmy, give her whatever she can because this performance was hilarious. Her first pick was Jordan. Jordan was her first pick, the HR manager. And then Jordan picked Brian. Brian, who in turn picked Frank. And this, if you watched early on, like Catherine knew that she has a strong relationship with Brian, but didn't want to expose their connection or alliance. So she had talked to Jordan saying, hey, I'm going to pick you, but I need you to pick this person. And she was like, oh, of course I will. And kind of manipulated her right into that. So then we see Brian pick Frank, our makeup artist, and then Frank pick our OnlyFans model. Our OnlyFans model pick Jack, the nonprofit, and then Jack picks Devontae, and then Devontae picks Brett, who are all kind of kumbaya together here. Now, if you notice something, and when you're watching, you notice that every single person picked already was the people that Mina didn't pick. The six remaining standing there were all the individuals that Mina picked to be part of her crew. So everybody kind of stuck together that competed in the first competition that didn't get picked. From here, Brett shocked everybody. Brett picks Mina. And I'll be honest, this one kind of blew me away a little bit. I did not see this coming. I knew he wouldn't pick Kaylee. I felt like she was a little overbearing, but I feel like he could have picked her and would have had a solid alliance there, but didn't. I think that might kind of turn around and bite him in the butt. Mina, in return, picks Amanda. Amanda, in return, picks Jacob. And then Jacob picked Derek. The pact is still together. Derek was a little concerned about that. Derek was like, I don't want to go home on the first episode. And of course, everybody else was saying the same thing. But Derek, in return, picked our bull rider, Cody. Of course, it comes down to McLean and Kaylee. So our police officer versus our Indianapolis Colts cheerleader. We get a flashback of Catherine, and I couldn't tell. I was that Kaylee sitting on the bed with her, or was it McLean? One of the two. She says you wouldn't be going home. Now, Catherine steps up to the plate and says, she tells the cameras that she's going to pick somebody that's not going to be a threat to her in the future. And that person was, in fact, McLean. This didn't surprise me. Not a single bit. I expected this. Kaylee came off as a threat. And you don't want threats like that in the conversation with you to start the show. You cannot, at any point in time, have somebody out there who's going to threaten what you're doing week to week. And that's exactly what Kaylee did. And because of that, we're going to put the X marks the spot on her. That said, folks, each and every week you get to join me here the following day. So, Wednesday mornings, I'm going to be doing exit interviews with the cast of The Snake. So, whoever is eliminated, in this case, Kaylee, I'm going to be sitting down and I chat with her. You'll be able to check out my interview with her right here on the Love and Reality podcast. Very, very excited for you guys to hear that. It was interesting chat. She is a live and spunky one, especially as you saw, she tried to get that last word in. All right, folks, you tell me in the comments below, what did you think of the first episode of The Snake? I'd love to hear your breakdown. I'd love to hear your thoughts because to me, big fan, A+ on the first episode. Let's come back next Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Fox, or you can watch it the following day on Hulu. Check out The Snake today.